नमो नमः। नास्ति विद्यासमं चक्षुः, नास्ति सत्यसमं तपः, नास्ति रागसमं दुःखं, नास्ति त्यागसमं सुखम्. Nasti vidya samam chakshuhu. There is no greater vision than knowledge. Nasti satya samam tapaha. Truth is the highest penance. Nasti raga samam dukkham. There is nothing greater than attachment. And nasti tyaga samam sukham. There is nothing great. There is no greater happiness than renunciation. So this Subhashitam looks like an Avadhut Gita. The way it is composed. So, because these are the qualities of an Avadhut. So, an Avadhut is a mystic who is a free, liberated soul. He or she does not care for, has no belongings, has no possessions, no bondage at all. So, very happy and contented. So, once King Yadu meets Dattatreya. Dattatreya, it is believed, is an incarnation of Vishnu. So he meets Dattatreya, who is in the form of a Avadhut. So he asks the Avadhut, how is it that you're so much at peace with yourself? There is so much of tranquility that I see on your face. You're not concerned, you're not worried, there is no anxiety, you're absolutely like a calm brook. How do you manage to be so much at peace with yourself? So to this the Avadhut says, he reveals the secret of his tranquility. He says, I have learnt from whatever I am today is thanks to my 24 gurus. I've had 24 gurus. So then Yadu says, please tell me who are those? I'm keen to know who those gurus are. So the Avadhut says, the earth, the wind, the sky, fire, moon, sun, an elephant, a deer, a fish, a moth, a wasp, a spider, a woman, a squirrel, a child, an archer, so 24, a keeper, a beekeeper, meaning keeper of a beehive, and a bee. So these are, all of them have been my gurus. I have observed them and I have learned something or the other from them. So a few we can look at a few. So Dattatreya, the Avadhut says, from the earth I learnt resilience and endurance and fortitude. See how we abuse the earth, yet the earth stands firm and she gives. She gives as a mother. So that is what I learned from the earth. And from the wind blows everywhere. It blows across deserts, mountains, plateaus, plains, into palaces, into prisons equally. But it does not stop anywhere. It is not attached to anybody. It just moves from one place to the other. So also I learned that this Atma is trapped within this body and it lives through the three stages of life: childhood, youth, and old age. And it should move, it should traverse along these three stages along with the body, but without getting attached to the body, like the wind. Then he says a python is also one of the gurus. So he says a python, if you see, it never goes searching for food. Whatever it finds on its way is what it eats, and it stays hungry. It waits patiently for some rodent or its prey to come its way. So humans too must realize that if they are denied some of the good things which they feel are so-called good things in life, there is nothing. They should not look upon it as a misfortune. The python does not feel, oh, I have not got food today, what a misfortune, how unlucky. Don't feel like that. So this is what I learned from the python. Patience. Then the ocean, look at the ocean, so calm on the top and so deep within, yet so deep within. So, and so many rivers come and empty into the ocean, but it never flows out of its limits. So be within your limits, be calm, do not be agitated, have a calm demeanor, but have deep knowledge within. This is what I learned from the ocean. Stay within the limits. Then a honeybee. If you see a honeybee, it never hoards honey. Whatever it needs for that particular feed is what it takes. So I learned from the honeybee that I must eat only as much as I need to keep my body and soul together. Never to collect and save or hoard even for the next meal. This is what I learned from the honeybee. Then a squirrel, once I saw he says, I saw a little squirrel, it had a piece of meat with it. And immediately, the moment it had caught hold of that meat, so many birds, the vultures, the crows, and several other rodents came and started torturing the squirrel because they all wanted the food, you see. So they were torturing it, and the squirrel was undergoing the pain. Then suddenly it just let go of that piece of meat. The moment it let go of it, then all the other animals also stopped torturing it, and it went away without a care. So I learned from the squirrel that if you let go of your possessions, then you will be carefree. For as long as you're keeping it, then you have to guard it, you have to be afraid that somebody will take it away, somebody will steal it, so that fear, and somebody might harass you for it. So all these things come with when you're holding on to your possessions. So give up that. So these were some of the things that I learned from these gurus, and so he goes on to talk about all those 24 gurus that he says he has. Then he says, I have no possessions. Therefore, I'm not affected by any praise or criticism. I have no wife or children therefore to claim my affection and or to nourish. Therefore, there is no attachment. Nasti raga samam dukkham. Attachment is the biggest pain. I don't have any of these. And then he says, Nasti tyaga samam sukham. Of course, he doesn't say this, but he says the essence of this. Renunciation. I have renounced everything. I have nothing to worry. I have nothing to give, nothing to take. There is nothing at all. See me. That is why Nasti tyaga samam sukham. I have renounced everything, and that is the secret of my happiness. Then he goes on to explain to King Yadu that, see, we have been given this human birth after several lakhs and crores of births as invertebrates, as reptiles, and finally we have been given this human birth. So keep the body very safely. Keep the body very safely only for one purpose, and that is to obtain salvation or moksha. Therefore, renounce, be free like an avdhut, he says, and that is how you will find tranquility, and that is how you will find eternal happiness. That is the Avdhut Gita given to King Yadu by Dattatreya. So, Nasti tyaga samam sukham, Nasti raga samam dukkham, Nasti vidya samam chakshuhu, Nasti satya samam tapaha. Satyavachanam.